Hi, I'm Daniel. As a regular internet user, you most definitely know what Google Chrome, Safari, or Firefox are regular browsers designed for everyday use. But have you heard about headless browsers? Simply put, these browsers are ones with no graphical user interface. If you're thinking, well, why would you need a browser without an interface? Today we'll answer just that. We'll be diving deeper into the definition and use cases of headless browsers. Turns out they have quite a few interesting purposes, so make sure to stick until the end of the video. First things first, let's go through a more detailed definition. A headless browser is one that's not configured with a graphical user interface, GUI in short. This means that it does not have elements such as buttons, icons, and windows. Typically, it is used by software test engineers as browsers without GUI perform faster. That's because they don't have to draw visual content. One of the largest benefits of headless browsers is their ability to run on servers without GUI support. For the most part, headless browsers are used for testing. They easily understand HTML pages and depict style elements like colors, fonts, layouts, and so on. But let's get into the specific use cases for a headless browser testing. Number 1. Automation. Headless browsers are used for automation tests in order to check submission forms, mouse clicks, keyboard inputs, and so on. Basically, we're talking anything that can be automated to save time. Development, quality assurance, and installation. Automated tests can also be run for JavaScript libraries. Number 2. Layout testing. Headless browsers are also used for layout checks, seeing as they can render and interpret HTML and CSS elements. For example, it can be used to determine the default page width and element coordinates. In addition to that, headless browsers allow testing JavaScript and AJAX execution or color selection for various elements. Oftentimes, developers automate screen captures in headless browsers to test the layout. Number 3. Performance. Using a headless browser, you can also test a website's performance. For example, you can check how much time it takes to log into your website. A browser without UI loads websites way faster, so performance tasks that don't need any UI interaction can be tested via the command line. In such tasks, there is no need to manually refresh pages. Number 4. Data extraction. Finally, headless browsers are an inseparable part of web scraping, especially when it comes to gathering data from difficult targets, since they make navigating the website easier. For example, Oxylabs Scraper APIs and Web Unblocker have a headless browser feature so you can gather data from even the most complex of targets. More specifically, this feature allows you to first, configure browser instructions to automate user interactions. Second, customize browser behavior to simulate an organic user. And third, execute JavaScript and load more data onto the page. Your scraping operations will be better equipped to handle various page interactions and challenges without relying on external tools. Different headless browsers perform better in different testing scenarios. Let's go through some popular headless browsers and their main features. Google Chrome can run in a headless environment and provide a regular browser context without using up as much memory. The most common tasks performed in headless Chrome are printed the document object model, DOM, creating a PDF, and taking screenshots. Mozilla Firefox in headless mode can be connected to different APIs. The most popular framework to use with Firefox is Selenium. Headless Firefox is mostly used for running automated tests as it makes the testing process more efficient. HTML unit is written in Java and used to automate different ways in which users interact with websites. This headless web browser is most popular for testing e-commerce websites, as it is best for testing submission forms, website redirects, and HTTP authentication. We also want to touch on the headless testing, which is the process of performing browser tests without the type of browser UI or GUI. This means that while this technique tests the components, it skips the parts associated with rendering visual elements. The ability to run tests faster in a real browser environment is the key feature of headless testing. However, it does have its set of limitations you should keep in mind. For example, testing with headless browsers may shift developers' attention towards fixing bugs that only appear in a headless environment. Also, during headless testing, some pages load too fast, making it difficult to debug inconsistent failures in locating elements. Do you have any experience in using headless browsers? If so, be sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. Other than that, this was Daniel, and I hope that you found this video interesting. Until next time.